Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is June 14th, 2020. How's everybody doing? It's been a couple of days since my last video. So, just want to say hello to Andrew. Shout out to Flames. How you doing, brother? Before we start, if anybody can just confirm that the audio is properly working, we can get started. I want to talk about a music video that someone brought to my attention by the rapper Scarface. It's titled FU2. And Mr. George Floyd is in that video. So I want to show you guys what I've noticed about that piece of programming. So are you guys able to hear me clearly? Thanks a lot. And thank you guys for your support. So, someone asked me to look into this music video by the rapper Scarface, who is a rapper from Houston. And it's titled FUCKU2. And there's two rappers in this music video. It's the rapper Scarface and another rapper named Zero. Like the number is zero, but he leaves out the E in his name. And you guys can see this person here with the red sweatshirt is none other than Mr. George Floyd, the person who was supposed to be killed by the police on May 25th, 2020. Now I want you guys to see what he's doing with his hands. He's doing the 666 fingers. And he also has the pyramid on his baseball cap, right? But these two rappers, they were chosen perfectly for this music video. And there's also a reason why George Floyd was in this video as well. Now, let's get into it. If you guys are new here, what I speak about in this channel is Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. And this is the code that's used to pretty much script everything from music videos to your local news, your national news, your celebrity deaths. Everything is scripted with this code of letters and numbers. Anything that comes to your mainstream media, it's a 99% chance that is rigged and scripted with this code of letters and numbers. Nothing that is presented to you is by accident. Nothing at all. But notice this. So the rapper Scarface, he was born on November 9th. And the way you write out that date is 11/9, like 119. And the other rapper, Zero, he was born on January 19th. And the way you write out that date is 119. Similar to the birthday of Scarface, 119, right? And of course, in Gematria, George Floyd sums to 119. Right? And George Floyd is in his music video, along with Scarface and Zero, right? And that was a big number in the George Floyd killing because not only does Fraternal Order of Police sums to 119, all CNI sums to 119, but that's also a reflection of 911, the emergency dialing code for the police. And that's also how the date September 11th is written, right? And you guys know how the George Floyd killing is all connected to September 11th, right? Supposedly the officer, he had his knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, like how the first plane hit the World Trade Center at 8:46 in the morning. And now the comedian Dave Chappelle put out a sitcom titled 8:46. Supposedly he was born at 8:46, which is another story for another day. But the George Floyd killing had everything to do with the terrorist attacks of September 11th. So these two rappers, they were perfectly picked for this video because of their birthdays. Right? One was born on 11/9 and the other one was born on 1/19. Same sequence, 119, like George Floyd's name sums to 119. And if you measure from both of their birthday, from Scarface's birthday to the rapper Zero, they were born 71 days apart from each other. Of course, African American sums to 71, police brutality sums to 71, and the date that George Floyd got killed, the news went viral the next day on May 26th, which was a day with 71 numerology. Now I want you guys to notice the date that this video was uploaded to YouTube. It was uploaded on March 21st, 2016. So that was over 4 years before anybody even knew who George Floyd was, right? 4 years before. And if you measure from the date of the release of this song to the murder of George Floyd, notice it's a span of 218 weeks. And of course, the phrase "I can't breathe" sums to 218. The first video that I put out on George Floyd, this was one of the numbers that I was speaking about in that video. Obviously, that video is no longer available because my channel got deleted. But if you guys saw that video, this was one of the numbers that I was talking about, because the footage went viral 218 days before LeBron James' birthday. And if you guys remember, on May 27th, there was an article that showed how LeBron posted a picture to his Instagram page wearing a t-shirt with the phrase "I can't breathe" on it. And this all happened 218 days before his birthday, right? And then this music video here, FU2, comes out 218 weeks before the killing of George Floyd. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? And it's not like it's 218 weeks and 4 days. No, it's 218 weeks on the nose. From March 21st, 2016 to May 25th, 2020, the death of George Floyd, 218 weeks. And again, the phrase "I can't breathe" is 218. Steven Jackson, who is his twin brother, they're claiming that they're not blood related, but they really are. I mean, just look at them too. They are pretty much identical twins. Steven Jackson, name sums to 218. We spoke about how he was born Steven Jesse Jackson, and his full name also sums to 218. And then we brought up the point that his full name reminds us of the civil rights activist Jesse Jackson, who, by the way, was at the funeral, coincidentally, right? And of course, the phrase "Civil Rights Act" also sums to 218, which is pretty much what the George Floyd situation is, a civil rights movement. So a very important number, 218. And yeah, so this music video comes out exactly 218 days, 218 weeks before the death of George Floyd. How can that be a coincidence? And I just put out a video showing how the Jay-Z music video, 99 Problems, is also synced up with the George Floyd killing. Notice this came out in 2004, the song 99 Problems. Because the number 99, that was one of the big numbers that we spoke about in the George Floyd killing. Not only in the George Floyd situation, but also in the Eric Garner. Because if you guys remember, the person that responsible for Eric Garner's death was wearing a t-shirt with the number 99 in the back. And of course, his surname Garner, sums to 99. The location where this happened, Thompsonville, Staten Island, sums to 99. Jay-Z has a song called 99 Problems. And why? Well, because the word racism in Gematria sums to 99. And if you guys remember, I also put out a video showing how the Tulsa race massacre happened exactly 99 years before the death of George Floyd. So, very important number, 99. It always shows up around racial propaganda like this. Notice this, right? So, 99 years ago today, America was shaken by one of its deadliest acts of racial violence. 99 years ago. Why? Well, because the word racism, the United States of America, they all sum to 99. Alright, so Jay-Z's song 99 Problems is all about racism. And if you read the lyrics to that song, he talks about it. He talks about how police, pull him over because he was doing 55 in a 54-mile-per-hour zone, harassing black people because that's what they love to do according to Jay-Z. Yeah, so check out this video. Definitely predictive programming for the George Floyd situation. It came out exactly 839 weeks before the death of George Floyd, which is the 146th prime, and then George Floyd died on the 146th day of the year, which should remind you of Colin Kaepernick, whose name sums to 146, the person who kneeled for Eric Garner. Well, not only for Eric Garner, but he took a stand supposedly by kneeling during the national anthem because of police brutality. All scripted propaganda. And then this song comes out, In 2016, 218 weeks before the death of George Floyd. And just to show you guys this is no coincidence, let's just measure from the day that the news went viral to LeBron James' birthday. I'm telling you, it's 218 days on the nose. So the news went viral the next day. So George Floyd was killed on the 25th of May, and then LeBron James was born on 12/30. So George Floyd was killed on the 25th of May, but the news went viral on the 26th of May, the next day. Notice from the 26th of May to the birthday of LeBron James is 218 days. And the phrase "I can't breathe" something 218. And remember, he put out an Instagram post wearing the T-shirt "I can't breathe." All predictive programming. More proof of how scripted this whole George Floyd killing was. I mean, what are the odds that both of these rappers, their birthdays have that 119 sequence? And then he has his pyramid hat on with his 666 fingers. And show you something about the title of that song, right? FU2. If you write it out, how it's meant to be said, it sums to 44, like African American. Remember, the police officer who killed George Floyd was a 44-year-old man, right? Notice the phrase also sums to 46. George Floyd died at the age of 46. Right? The word chaos sums to 46. Sacrifice sums to 46. The 118 is also important because the word death sums to 118. And notice the 152, right? That's a number that comes up a lot. There's probably some more significance to that number, but I've seen it a lot because there's another song by Steven Jackson and the same rapper Scarface. They had a song from this was years ago. This song came out. It was titled. Well, it came out in 2014 as well. This song is titled "America the Beautiful," and this song is all about racism. And if you listen to this song, it talks about how blacks are not treated right. If America's a cotton field or is it a place of freedom. You should listen to this song. It's pretty much telling about everything that's going on in the world today. But notice the 152, the song with Scarface and Zero sums to 152, the FU2 song. But so does America the Beautiful. And it also sums to 71, like African American. Like how the two rappers here, their birthdays are 71 days apart. And then notice the 118 again, right? A death number. So yeah, there was a lot of music videos that these people put out, forecasting the death of George Floyd. America the Beautiful. I wish I could play this song, but obviously, you guys know that I'll get a copyright strike. But I'll leave a link in the comment section, or just look it up. Just type in "America the Beautiful" featuring Scarface. But they spelled "the" with a "da," not the "the" the right way. They spelled it this way, probably because of the Gematria. It sums to 71, like African American. And then, of course, the word death, it sums to 118 in the Jewish cipher. And, think about Scarface, right? When you think about Scarface, you also think about this man, right? Tony Montana. And notice Tony Montana sums to 152, which could be a coincidence. But I just find that to be interesting, His name also sums to 44, like African American. Because if you think about the rapper Scarface, that name, people say, oh, Scarface, which one? The rapper or Tony Montana, right? But, yeah. So that's all I have for this video. And, yeah, it's probably going to be a lot more stuff that I'll find. But I think we've shown enough already, showing how this whole George Floyd situation is a race a race war created to enslave us even more. Because all this stuff, even though they're supposed to be getting rid of the police, all this stuff that's going on today, it's all part of a plan, and people just keep falling for it, man. And not everybody, because a lot of the stuff that's being provoked are by these same people, like these riots, these fake protests. It's these same people doing all this, but they're not doing it by themselves as well. A lot of people get motivated by all the chaos going on. So, and for one more 46, right? The name of the song, something 46, from November 9th, Scarface's last birthday to the death of George Floyd. It was 199 days to 46 prime. So, everything is well thought out, man. Stuff is really amazing. But thank you everybody, and I'll be back probably later on today. There's a couple of stories I wanted to code and speak about. So, and okay, so somebody's asking me about the bell. Yeah, so yesterday we gave out a couple of picks on Patreon for the UFC. Hopefully you guys enjoy your winnings. Both of the picks that we gave out, they came through. So hopefully you guys enjoy all that money you made yesterday. The lines was pretty good. It was two favorites, but the line wasn't that high. So hopefully you guys enjoy those two picks. We've been doing really good on Patreon. So if any, especially now the NBA is coming back. I believe it's on the July 30th. So yeah, we'll continue this run that we on and continue to beat these casinos. Absolutely. No, I'll definitely be back. It's just I'm waiting for. I usually do the program every Sunday, but I'm waiting for more people to subscribe to the channel, so that way we can have the call-in show again. Because if nobody subscribes to the channel, nobody's gonna participate in in the call-in. July 31st. I'm not sure. Let me see. The NBA. It's either July 31st. Okay, so it is July 31st. Somebody said July 30. I saw July 30 somewhere. But yeah, it is July 31st. It's 142 days after the lockout was after the NBA was suspended by 142 like coronavirus. Charles Schwab event, the 74th event, and the winner of the ball 74th. And today is Trump's birthday, right? 74th birthday. Man, I should have looked at that. You're right about that. Because always the NASCAR is always synced up with Donald Trump. Guarantee you, whoever wins the NASCAR race is gonna be synced up with Mr. Trump. Uh, but what is this exactly? The Charles Schwab event? I'm familiar with this. Okay, so this is golf. Okay. Yeah, all sports. Yeah, the sports definitely gonna be synced up with Mr. Trump. Yeah, I have 700 subscribers, but even when I had over 5,000, people didn't want to call in. So even though there's a lot of subscribers, not all those people are gonna be connected during the live stream. So it's always like a percentage. Like, look, notice there's only 46 people watching out of 760. So I'm thinking like even if we get to 1,000, hopefully we'll get like 60 people watching, and then we can start the radio show. Because out of those 60, probably 10 are participating in the call in, and that's enough for a show. Appreciate everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, And I'll be back as soon as there's something to cover. So, you guys, thank you for your support, and I'll be back sooner than later. I won't take 3 days off like I did now. So, but you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time.